4 inspiring times Dwayne Johnson overcame adversity. When talking about the world's highest paid and biggest box office superstars today, the name Dwayne Johnson should figure prominently. Otherwise, it's a great sin of omission. However, before his ascent to international superstardom, Johnson had to hurdle many personal and professional adversities. Admirably, he triumphed each time, proving that his inner strength is much bigger than what our eyes can see. Number 4. End of his football career. Growing up, Dwayne was expected to gravitate towards sports because both his father and maternal grandfather were professional wrestlers. However, the third-generation Johnson was initially attracted to football after he finished high school in Pennsylvania. With his 6 feet 5 inch height and 290-pound frame, Dwayne was a highly recruited kid in many Division I collegiate football programs. Eventually, he played on a full scholarship for the University of Miami as the team's burly defensive lineman.
Number 94, Dwayne Johnson.
In 1991, he was on the Miami Hurricanes national championship team. It signaled a promising professional career for Dwayne, but an injury sidelined him. He was replaced by Warren Sapp, who later became a Pro Football Hall of Famer. It was a blow to Dwayne, but he gave football another try after graduating college with degrees in criminology and physiology in 1995. He then joined the Calgary Stampeders of the Canadian Football League and was on the practice roster as a backup linebacker, but was cut 2 months into the season. Another big letdown. Then Dwayne decided to be a wrestler like some of his family members. Initially resistant, his father eventually trained him and the rest is history. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson became an 8-time World Wrestling Federation champion, among the many accomplishments in the sports field that fully appreciated his athletic power. Number 3. Collapse of his first marriage. Even the strongest wrestler isn't immune from heartbreaks, and Dwayne has had his fair share too, courtesy of his first marriage to Danny Garcia. They met at the University of Miami, where Danny graduated from in 1992, and later became a member of the school's board of trustees. So while Dwayne was still an undergraduate student and played for the university's football team, Danny was conquering the corporate world. The college sweethearts exchanged I-dos on May 3, 1997, and were blessed with a daughter they christened Simone Alexandra on August 14, 2001. But some good things don't last indeed. A decade into their marriage, Dwayne and Danny announced they were splitting up amicably. Dwayne admitted experiencing depression at that time as he faced struggles personally and professionally. The skyscraper actor disclosed, "I was just struggling to figure out what kind of dad I'm gonna be. Realizing I'd done a piss-poor job of cultivating relationships and a lot of my friends had fallen by the wayside. I was just scared." It helped that Danny continued to support Dwayne. In fact, she became his business manager. Then Dwayne found happiness again in the romance department when he met and dated musician Lauren Hashian. Although still unmarried yet, Dwayne and his longtime girlfriend share a happy family with their 2 kids. Number 2. Movie career slump. Dwayne first appeared on television shows like That 70s Show and SNL. In 2001, he debuted as a movie star in The Mummy Returns, which was a box office champion. He was then launched as a lead star in the historical fantasy action film The Scorpion King in 2002, and got paid a cool $5.5 million, the highest for a first leading role. Despite the negative reviews, Dwayne's first attempt as a lead star rocked the tills with a worldwide gross of $165 million. The momentum, however, wasn't sustained with succeeding lackluster flops like The Rundown, Walking Tall, and Doom. Dwayne bounced back by doing family movies The Game Plan, Race to Witch Mountain, and Tooth Fairy, which yielded decent box office earnings. Around 2008-2009, Dwayne wanted to prove his mettle in more action-packed movies. He stressed, "My career was a little shaky, really shaky. So I'm making these movies, my 3rd family movie in a row, which is often considered career suicide for someone who started in the world of action." After getting a new set of agents, including his ex-wife Danny, Dwayne fulfilled his goal of starring in big action movies such as in the blockbuster Fast and the Furious series, as well as in G.I. Joe Retaliation, San Andreas, and Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. He became 2016's highest paid actor, and his winning streak is just unstoppable. Number 1. Battle with depression. On the movie screen, Dwayne combats all sorts of badass guys and emerges as the last man standing. In real life, he has also battled many lows and blows that led to his greatest nemesis, depression. When Dwayne was only 15, his family was evicted from their apartment, so his mom attempted committing suicide in Dwayne's presence. She pulled their car over along Interstate 65 in Nashville, got out, and walked head-on into the oncoming traffic. Dwayne swiftly grabbed and pulled his mom back onto the road's gravel shoulder. He may have done a heroic act, but witnessing his mom try to take her own life certainly devastated Dwayne. A few years later, circumstances beyond Dwayne's control disabled him to realize his full potential as a football player for the Miami Hurricanes and the Calgary Stampeders. This led to his absolute worst time dealing with mental health issues. Dwayne boldly admitted, "I reached a point where I didn't want to do a thing or go anywhere. I was crying constantly." His successful wrestling career saved him from spiraling down the drain, but soon his first marriage crumbled. Shortly after Dwayne's divorce from Danny, he felt so scared and depressed. As to how he overcame depression, Dwayne has had this to say. "It took me a long time to realize it, but the key is not to be afraid to open up. You're not alone." If you find this video infotaining, please subscribe to our channel and make us part of your daily habit.